And today's show is going to be all about a start to finish pork shoulder that I am going to do up on the deck on my Z-Grill 705 2B. I had so much fun on my last video. Of course, I am talking about my overnight brisket. If you didn't see that cook, I did that brisket. I broke it down into simple terms. It was an all-nighter. And like I said, I had so much fun doing that video that I thought I would double it down here today. Of course, we are talking about a 10-pound pork shoulder back overnight up on my deck. And I am telling you, you can't get more of a classic, simpler pork shoulder video than this. What I want to do here now is let's turn our attention down to the board. I've got my pork shoulder sitting here, and we got to get this show started. The first thing to do is to get that pork shoulder out of the wrapping. I like to just make a little X cut on the top, leave that purge right in the plastic. Get yourself some paper towels and give it a dry off. Now, sometimes I'll leave that fat cap on. Other times I will take it off. This time I have chosen to take it off. This is just like you would skin a fish for say. Once you get that fat cap removed, you are going to score the top of the rest of the fat that's there, and then cross score it the other way. That is just going to allow that rub to penetrate more down into the roast. I am going with just a regular salt, pepper, and granulated garlic type rub. You can do a fancier rub if you'd like. Just use your favorite rub for pork and you will be good to go. You want to get both sides and you want to get plenty of it on. Trust me, anytime you are doing a long smoke like this or a brisket, she needs a lot of rub, so pile it on. So it is approximately 5 p.m. and it is time to fire up that Z. Once I get that Z all fired up, I've got my favorite cherry pellets going in. I just love matching up certain pellets with certain proteins and with pork. I absolutely love what the cherry pellet adds. Once we get that all fired up, you're going to want to open that hood, let all that bad smoke dissipate. Also, you are going to set your dial at 225, 230, somewhere in that range. This is going to be an all-nighter. Once that comes up to temp, get that pork butt in. We are going to go middle shelf with a pan underneath with some water. That is going to keep it moist all night. I mean, it couldn't get much more easier than that. Now shut it down and I will see you guys in the AM. I had some errands to run this AM, so this one is going to clock in right at that 14-hour mark. That is 14 hours straight through the night. No spritz, no checking. I mean, it couldn't get much more easier than that. And now it is time to cool down that bark with a straight on water spritz. And a quick temperature check tells us we are up over 180, which means we've already blown through the stall. I mean, look at the color already. That is going to be a product of those cherry pellets. That's all night at 225. At this point, we will spritz it down. We are going to bump up that temp to 275 to 300. And I will bring you guys back in about a half hour or so because we are going to want to spritz it down right to that finished temperature of over 200 or toothpick tender. So another hour is passed. It is time to check it. It is time to give it a little bit more love, a little bit more spritz. And a quick temperature check tells us we are up and over 200. So that is going to be 15 hours in total. And I am telling you, I mean, look at the color. She looks absolutely incredible. I've got a tin waiting. We will carefully remove it from the Z. Make sure you grab underneath. You don't want anything sticking. And at this point, we will just admire the pork shoulder that we worked not so hard to get. I mean, after all, we slept through most of it. We will remove that pork shoulder, get it on over to my tin, hit it with a little bit more moisture. Then grab that heavy duty tin foil. We are going to want to wrap it up. We are going to want to seal it tight. At that point, you've got two choices. You can go cooler. I'm going to go oven. We will put it in there to rest for approximately 4 hours or so. After that, I will bring you guys back. We will unwrap it like Christmas morning, do that taste test, talk about it, and of course, we will close out the show. So this one's going to come in at 19 hours. That is correct, 19 hours. That is going to be from the second we put it in the Z grills to this point right here. But keep in mind, 12 of those hours were just an overnighter where I didn't even check it. And about 4 of those hours were resting in the oven. So that's really only about 3 hours of very light work. I mean, the Z grills just makes everything so easy. From that overnight brisket cook that I just did to this overnight pork shoulder right here. I mean, it really couldn't get any more simpler than that. The Z grills, wherever I set it, just sat there and certainly did produce enough smoke. So this here is going to be the moment of truth. It is like Christmas morning. We are going to unwrap this together for the first time. And there you go right there. And as I said, as I said during the show, the bark on this is absolutely incredible. I mean, that is absolutely perfect. Let's just go right in and just split this right apart. Of course, the bones are going to come out. We all like to see that. And I've got a nice little container over here to put things in. And we will continue to shred this up. We've got another bone over here. We will make sure we get all the meat out. We will feel through it. I mean, you gotta love pulled pork. I mean, it is definitely priced right. I mean, look, brisket can get a little bit pricey at over $100, but you can pick up a pork shoulder like this, you know, $10, $15. And I've got to tell you, man, pound for pound, it is just as good tasting to me. I mean, you could do a lot with this as far as, you know, as sandwiches, as you know, eat it like this. You can, there's just so much you can do with it. You could throw it on the griddle and work it from there. And the good thing about ripping it apart like this, other than using those claws, I really don't like the claws because I want to feel the meat. I want my hands in there. If there's something that I don't like the way it feels or it's a little bit too stiff, I just pull it out. You want to make sure you get all the bones out. So once you are happy with the way it looks from the split apart, now you are going to fix it up. I've got a little bit of Uncle Steve's shake here. This is his sauce with no name. I love this stuff. This is going to be perfect. And of course, I am a big honey guy, so I am going to get some honey on it. You do it your way. And of course, we will go in and mix this all together. All right, guys, we got to go in. We got to get that taste test. Oh, yeah. Cheers. So guys, what could I say about this, man? This is absolutely incredible. It is absolutely, you know, it is absolutely perfect. The one thing I find with when you're doing a shoulder like this or a butt or, you know, any type of pulled pork, how you finish it off is going to it's going to change the whole complexity of the dish of the pulled pork. Some people like the sauce. Some people like a vinegar type sauce in it. Some people like no sauce. I like honey in mine, and again that barbecue sauce. So that is going to change the whole dish. So you guys are definitely going to want to fix it up the way you want to fix it up. Everything will be down below on this cook in the description. Again, my name is Tommy. I appreciate you guys watching. If there's anything you want to see, just leave it down there in the description and I will see what I can do. Other than that, have some fun, enjoy, get some good eats on the pit. And until next time, we will see you soon.